Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. Yet another very interesting, very simple and something based on logic. That's what I'm going to take up in this video. Junior students, the students who are studying at class 4, 5, 6 level, if they work on these tricks, they will become smarter, and when they grow up and get into the higher classes like secondary and senior secondary classes, they will surely be a class apart. Mental maths is very important. How to comprehend these numbers in the mind, that assumes so much of importance, like the basic skills of doubling a number, halving the number, multiplication by maybe 3, 5, 10, 20. Like, all these things are very important, because most of the higher calculations can be done using these basic things. So I am going to take up a trick given in the Ultimate Guide to Speed Maths volume 1, and volume 2 is also there, and I'll demonstrate how these books are going to develop that tendency which is required to crack the competitive exams. So I'll tell you more about the books later. First, let's talk about the trick. Here we have how to multiply any number. When I say numbers, it can be a decimal number also, okay? So how to multiply any number by 5 and by 25. So why this is important? Because once you know how to multiply by 5, multiples of 5 like 25, 75, 125, they will also be very easy. And so this is very basic and very important. So let's learn how you can actually multiply all numbers by 5 and 25 orally within no time. So for the first example, I am going to take up a number like 247, and I want to multiply that by 5. Now, friends, keep it in mind that, whatever I write here is not to be written. This is visualization. This is what you have to do in the mind, and only then you will get the correct answer. Now, when I say multiplication by 5, I know that 5 is actually half of 10, and this is the exact thing you have to do when you are working on your mental maths skills. So multiplication by 10 is just putting a 0. So if you multiply 247 by 10, you will get 2470, right? And upon 2 means halving. So when you know how to take the half of a number, the skill is there, you will have your answer directly. How? Because 2470, if I have to separate it out into 24 and 70, I know the half of 24 is 12, and I know the half of 70 is 35, and there I have the answer. Now all these things which I have written here are not actually required. This is just pure mental maths. And see, I'll demonstrate how you can take up decimals also and multiply that by 5 so very easily. Like, suppose you have 13.96. So the number is not easy, right? And I have to multiply that by 5. First, shift the decimal 1 digit towards the right. So you get 139.6. And now you have to do the halving. So your halving skills have to be really good here. So what I do in halving here is, see, again, mental maths, smartness. 0.6, before 0.6, I have this number, which is an odd number. So I will separate 138 and then 1.6. This is the way you have to think about 139.6 when you have to take the half of this number. So the half of this number is going to be 69, and half of 1.6 is 0.8. And therefore, the answer for the question is 69.8. Now, you can actually pick up the calculators and check your answer. You will find that the answer is very accurate. Now, likewise, if the multiplication problem is that of multiplication by 25, how do you multiply by numbers, any number by 25? Suppose, let's take an easy number first. How about taking 73? And I need to do multiplication by 25. Now, visualization of 25 as 1/4 of 100 is really important, because multiplication by 100 is quite easy. 73 becomes 7300, and division by 4 is HOH, that is half of half. That means taking the half of the number twice. So what is the half of this? Very easy, right? 3 6, 5, 0. There we go. I just divided this number by 2 or took the half. It all depends on your skills, how better you are. Like, what did I do? I visualized this number as 7200, which became 3600, and 100, which became 50. So 3650. And then take half one more time. How do you visualize this? 3600, 1800, 50, 25. And all these steps are actually mental maths steps. I will take an example of, let's say 7.46 times 25 also, and I'll show you how beautifully the trick works. Before that, I just need to show you this volume 1. If I open any random page, look at this. It contains so many videos, which you can see. If you don't understand something, obviously they are for help. And then we have the examples, we have the illustrations, we have the challenge zones wherein you can find lots of questions to practice a particular trick. And at the end of every chapter, we have given the answer key also. So if you see this, we have given the detailed answer key to check your answers. How do you get a copy of this Ultimate Guide to Speed Maths Volume 1 and Volume 2? This is the way. You can send me a message on WhatsApp. 9896369963 is the WhatsApp number, or you can send me, obviously the message can be sent on this number, but you can click the Amazon links which are given in the description of this video as well to get a copy. Don't miss that. That is something which you should invest on. 7.46 into 25, I told you multiplication by 100 shifts the decimal 2 digits towards the right. So this is practically 746, and division by 4. Division by 4 is half of half. 74 becomes 37, 6 becomes 3. See? So easy. And take the half again. I visualize this as 372 plus 1. Plus 1. 1 means 0.5, right? At the end. Now 372, 36 is 18 and 12 is 6. 186.5 is the product. See how wonderfully the things work, and you can extrapolate this method to some more numbers. I will take up all those numbers also in subsequent videos. Till then, you practice this basic skill, okay? Multiplication by 5 and by 25. So if you like this video, do share it with all your friends. Do not forget to send me a message on WhatsApp. This is the WhatsApp number 9896369963. The links are also given in the description here. Order yourself a copy and you will see the wonder of mathematics. Do practice this method and let me know in the comments below. Is it working for you? All the best.